My name's Kurtis Hawkins, and I'm a realtor located right here in Lethbridge, Alberta. And I've lived in Lethbridge just about my entire life. And within about the last 4 years, there has been a ton of people moving here from places like BC and Ontario, and Lethbridge has changed a whole lot, which is why people keep asking me, is Lethbridge still worth it? And because I've lived here so long, I've seen Lethbridge at its best and at its worst. So let's get into it. So with this big population growth, there has been a lot of changes in Lethbridge. Like you could imagine in any city with big population growth, and the biggest change that I can see right off the bat is house prices. You see, back in 2022, the average home price was $341,000 with an average of 49 days on market. And in 2023, the average home price was $343,000 with an average day on market of 56. And in 2024, so far this year, the average home price is $382,000 with an average day on market of 47. Now, these numbers here include all homes, both attached and detached, right here in Lethbridge. But where you can really see the difference is if we break down the detached and the attached property numbers. So for detached, in 2022, the average home price was $382,000, and in 2023, the average home price was $387,000. Fast forward to today, in 2024, the average detached home sold for
$436,000,
which is obviously a really big increase from 2023 to today. Now, the year isn't done yet, so we'll see how that plays out. And for non-detached properties, so homes like townhomes, condos, and apartments, the average home price in 2022 was $226,000, and in 2023, the average home price was $240,000. And so far this year, in 2024, the average price for an attached property was $253,000. This has been a dramatic change for those who actually live in Lethbridge, which is why we are struggling with low inventory, which keeps pushing our prices higher and higher, compounded with the fact that our population growth is at a whopping 3.71% year over year, and we're adding roughly about 5,000 people to our population every year. And considering that there was only 1,800 homes sold in all of Lethbridge in 2023, you can see how adding this big population to our already tight housing market would continue to put pressure on everything. Now, I have one more negative to bring up before we talk about the benefits that this new population has brought, which is the busier streets. You see, Lethbridge is home to the University of Lethbridge and the Lethbridge College, which is now known as Lethbridge Polytechnic. These two institutions account for up to 20% of Lethbridge's population. And during the school year, you would notice that the streets got a little bit busier, the bars and restaurants would start to pick up, and the city in general just felt like there was much more hustle and bustle. And once the summer hit and school was out, the streets would be quieter. Everything seemed to be a little bit more sleepy and relaxed. However, now with this increase in population, that sleepy summer that us Lethbians were used to seeing has just seemed to be drifting away, which, yes, does make the roads a little bit busier, but it also has its advantages, so let's talk about those. And the first is the booming downtown core. Now, ever since the pandemic, the downtown core in Lethbridge has really been on the uptick. We've seen many new businesses enter the downtown core, and that have been successful, which is great to see. There have been new additions like Festival Square, which has made the area more walkable and usable for outdoor concerts, farmers markets, a skating rink in the winter, you name it. Honestly, without new people moving into this community, I don't think the downtown would have had as much of a bounce back as it's had so far. Now, when I walk around downtown, I'm really starting to feel like Lethbridge is starting to become a pretty trendy place. It's starting to feel pretty cool, and it's a place that I want to bring my out-of-town friends and family to come and experience as well when they come and visit. This, of course, ties into the last topic about the downtown businesses growing and new businesses starting up. However, most of the downtown business owners that I know are local. However, I do think with this population growth, there will be more business owners relocating from other communities to Lethbridge, and right now, I believe there is a big opportunity for even more businesses to open and thrive right here in Lethbridge. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, yes, the house prices here have increased. However, we are still one of Canada's most affordable cities. And I know we don't make lists often, like this one on Forbes that lists the most affordable cities in Canada. Edmonton makes it, even though they are more expensive than us. I'm not really sure what's up with that, but I actually think that with interest rates coming down, there's going to be more homeowners that are more likely to list in Lethbridge. That's going to happen probably over the winter or maybe even this spring coming up, and it's going to add more inventory to our market and stabilize prices. I don't think there's a crash coming. I wouldn't worry about that. I just think that this big increase of housing prices just isn't sustainable and it's not going to keep up. So in conclusion, is Lethbridge still worth it? Well, my answer is absolutely yes. Our housing market is strong, our population growth is even stronger, our unemployment is one of the lowest in Alberta's, and our downtown core is booming. Businesses are thriving, and I can only see Lethbridge continue to grow and flourish. I can promise you that if you decide to move to Lethbridge, you're going to be making a great financial decision, and you're going to feel like you have moved into a family-friendly yet up-and-coming trendy city. And when your friends and family come to visit, they are going to love all of the different areas and restaurants that this beautiful city has to offer. So if you want to learn more about Lethbridge, I have a ton of videos right here. And if you never want to miss another one, just hit that subscribe button right on this side. My name's Kurtis Hawkins, and we'll see you guys on the next video.